ब्रह्मादय सुरगणा मुनयोऽथ सिद्ध्या सत्त्वैकतानगतयो वचसां प्रवाहै नाराधितं पुरगणैः रधुनापि पिप्रो किन्तोष्टुमर्हति समे हरिरुग्रजातेः. This is Prahlad Maharaj praying, prayers of Prahlad Maharaj. This is very important, most glorious prayer of Prahlad Maharaj. This is after the death of his father, Hiranyakashipu. When Lord Nrsimha appeared, half lion, half man, with terrible sounds, very gigantic form, and within a second he finished that gigantic demon, Hiranyakashipu. The whole world became afraid. Even Lakshmi ji, constant companion of Lord Vishnu, she also became afraid. And all the demigods assembled there, Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and Indra, and many other denizens of higher planets. They came to see why the Lord is so angry, and they tried to pacify him. But he was still roaring just like a lion. He was roaring because he could not tolerate that my devotee has been so much tortured. This little boy, 5 years old, simply for the reason that he is Krishna conscious, only for this fault, this rascal has tortured him so much. So, everyone was afraid. Nobody could pacify him. At that time, Brahma, he is the supreme living entity of this universe. So, intelligently, he pushed forward Prahlad Maharaj, my dear boy, you just try to pacify your Lord. Because the Lord has appeared to protect you, for you only. So, we could not pacify him. I think if you go forward and pray and pacify the Lord, he may agree. That is a fact. So Prahlad Maharaj, he was not afraid. That will be explained in these verses, that when Lord asked him, my dear Prahlad, are you afraid by seeing this feature? Oh, he replied, my dear Lord, I am not at all afraid, but I am afraid of this material existence. That is very nice explanation which will come. Now he says, humbly, Vaishnava is always humble. He did not think that, all other demigods failed to pacify the Lord. Now it is my chance, so how great I am. And I am superseding all these great demigods. So this is the Vaishnava devotee's temperament, humble and meek. They, although they are always in the exalted position, they never advertise that I am in exalted position. She is never puffed up. As you have read it, the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita, such a great devotee who could produce in his ripe old age such nice transcendental literature which is certified by my Guru Maharaj as the postgraduate study of the devotees. So, Bhagavad Gita is the study for the neophytes, those who are entering, those who are trying to understand the science of God. For them, that means it is primary study. And after studying Bhagavad Gita, just like the boys after passing the school final examination, they are allowed to enter into the degree college. Similarly, one who has understood Bhagavad Gita very nicely and taken up the instruction, sarvadharman parittajya mam ekam saranam vraja, such person is eligible to enter into the study of Srimad Bhagavatam. He accepts Krishna as the Supreme Personality of God. This is the preliminary qualification. The beginning of devotional service is to accept Krishna as the Supreme. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is also said that what is the beginning of devotional life? He has explained that Shraddha, devotion means, English Sanskrit word is Shraddha, devotion, affection, affinity, attachment. So, or faith. The faith word is generally understood. So what sort of faith? There are different kinds of faith. But Chaitanya Charitamrita Kar, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he says that strong faith, not ordinary faith, strong faith. What sort of strong faith? He has explained. Saddha Shabde Vishwas Sudhira Nishcha. So faith means unflinching faith, without any deviation, with full understanding. What is that understanding? Krishna bhakti kaile sarva karma krita. One who engages himself in the devotional service of the Supreme Lord, Krishna, it is to be understood that he has finished all activities of auspicity. That means he has already finished or passed the examination of pious activities. Krishna bhakti kaile sarva karma krita. This is the beginning. Unless one takes it firmly that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and if anyone is engaged in the transcendental loving service of Krishna, then it is to be understood that he has done all pious activities. This is this faith, this kind of faith, unflinching faith. When we have got this unflinching faith, that is the beginning of Bhagavat life. Bhagavat life means devotional life, direct connection with the Supreme God. That is Bhagavat life. So, after one has got this unflinching faith that simply by serving Lord Krishna, all religious activities or all pious activities are done, that faith is the last word of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is explained to Arjuna in so many ways, but ultimately he comes to the point to himself. When he explains yoga system, he explains nicely the process, how to execute yoga performances, the sitting posture, the breathing posture, and eating and sitting and place, everything explained nicely. But at the end he says that yoginam api sarvesam madgata antaratmana sadhyavan bhajati jumam samajukta tamo mataha. Of all the yogis, one who is always thinking of me, Krishna, within his heart, he is first class. Similarly, when he explains about jnana system or philosophical speculation, he summarizes at the end, Bhaunam janmanam ante jnanavan manga prapaddati. After many births of philosophical speculation, when the learned scholar or philosopher comes to this point, what is that point? Vasudeva sarvami. Bhaunam janmanamante jnanavan mang prapaddat. After many births, philosophical speculation, when one actually becomes scholar or wise, he surrenders unto Vasudeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why? The Vasudeva Sarvamiti, because he is everything. This is the end of knowledge. When one understands that Vasudeva is everything. Similarly, Yoga Pantha, the process of yoga, the process of jnana, and the process of karma, fruitive activities. What is that? He summarizes in the Bhagavad Gita, Jat karosi, Jat juhosi, Jat asnasi, Jat taposi, kurusatad madarpanam. There are different kinds of activities. So Krishna says, whatever you do, it doesn't matter. If somebody says that I am a businessman, that's all right. What is to be done? Then you do business to your best capacity, but the profit given to me. The profit is mine. If you agree, then simply by doing business, you become a great devotee. The same example, just like Arjuna, is a fighter. So, how he became so great devotee? By fighting. By fighting for whom? For Krishna. No, he fought for getting the kingdom. No, he did not fight for getting the kingdom. He said, better I shall forego. I don't want this kingdom by fighting with my relatives, and he was very good man. But he agreed to fight for Krishna. He changed his decision. Similarly, any work, if you do for Krishna, that is bhakti. Don't think that bhakti means simply chanting Hare Krishna and sitting down in one place. No. Bhakti means all kinds of activities. God is all-pervading. Therefore, bhakti is also all-pervading. From all spheres of life, the devotional service can be done. These things are taught. And those who are attached to work, for them. Those who are attached to philosophy, for them. Those who are attached to yoga system, for them. And those who are devotees, for them it is certainly. So, from all angles of vision, when one comes to the point that Krishna bhakti kaile sarva karma krita. If one is engaged in the transcendental loving service of Krishna, then everything is perfect. That is the conclusion of Bhagavad. Sanusthitasya dharmasya samsiddhi haritosanam. How you can test that the particular engagement in which you are occupied, whether it is successful or not, how it is to be tested. The Bhagavad gives you the formula. What is that? The formula. That samsiddhi haritosanam. You just try to see whether by your work Krishna, the Supreme Lord, has become satisfied. If you see that He is satisfied, then whatever work you are doing, either you are a philosopher or a businessman or a scientist or anything, politician, there are so many occupational duties. But you have to test whether that is giving you real perfection. That test is that you have to see whether by your activity the Supreme Lord is satisfied. This is a great science. This is Krishna consciousness science. Therefore we have to take shelter of an expert. Just like a student goes to school and he works on exercises and he puts before the teacher, and if the teacher says, yes, it is good, then he is success. Similarly, tad vijnanantam sa gurumeva vigachet. You have to approach to a guru or representative of Krishna, and if he says it is all right, then you know that Krishna is satisfied. Jasa prasadad bhagavat prasad. You have to approach such a person whose certificate will ensure that Krishna is satisfied. You have to find out such person. Then your life is successful. But that will also, you will get according to your sincerity of purpose, because Krishna is within you. So after understanding Bhagavad Gita, if one becomes faithful that I shall devote my life for service of Krishna, then he is eligible to enter into the study of Srimad Bhagavatam. That means Srimad Bhagavatam, it begins from the point where Bhagavad Gita ends. Bhagavad Gita ends at the point sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam. One has to surrender fully unto Krishna, giving up all other engagements. Always remember, all other engagement means not that you have to give up. You try to understand that Krishna said that you give up everything and surrender unto me. So that does not mean that Arjuna gave up his fighting capacity. Rather, he took to fighting more vigorously. So, give up all other engagement means don't take the fruit of your engagement. Give up. Just sacrifice the fruit of the engagement. That is to be given to Krishna. This is surrender. Just like a good boy, surrender to his father means whatever he earns, the money, at the end of the month he puts in the hand of the father. This is my month earning. Similarly, we have to sacrifice the fruits of our labor to Krishna. This is the beginning of Krishna consciousness. And to develop that Krishna consciousness, just like when you have passed preliminary examination in the school, then you're to further enlightenment, further progress of advancement of education, you enter into the college, degree college. Similarly, after finishing or understanding Bhagavad Gita very nicely, if you are convinced about Krishna, then study Bhagavad Gita, where the beginning is Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudev begins by surrendering himself to Bhagavan Krishna, Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadasya Jataha. He is the origin of everything. Then Bhagavad begins. And one who has understood Bhagavat, or he has made his relationship is well established with Krishna and in functioning in that relationship, then he is passed on the subject matter of Bhagavat, and then you begin Chaitanya Charitamrita. That is postgraduate study. After getting your degrees, as you try for your PhD or MA, similarly, Chaitanya Charitamrita is like that, postgraduate study. And the author of the Chaitanya Charitamrita, he places himself that I am lower than the worm in the stool. Just see. How humble. This is the nature of Vaishnava. That is not artificial, he says. Every Vaishnava thinks himself as very insignificant. Actually, every one of us is very insignificant in comparison to the Supreme Lord. What do we are? Nothing. But if we establish our loving relationship, which is already there, then we become the greatest. By relationship with the greatest, we become the greatest. So artificially, if we become puffed up, I am God, we shall always remain in the position of a dog. We shall never be God. But actually, if we feel ourselves humble and meek, servant of God, then we become more than God. Krishna is so kind that he treats his devotees more honorable than himself. And he recommends to the devotees that mad bhaktya puja bhudika. My dear devotees, take it for granted that if you worship my devotees, that is more than my devotional service. Krishna recommends, and actually that is the fact, that Krishna is more pleased, just like it is very natural, just like one gentleman, he has got a little child, and if you try to please that little child, that gentleman automatically becomes pleased. You can please the child with 2 cent worth lozenges. And if the child is laughing and is very pleased, his father immediately becomes pleased. But if you want to please the father, you will require at least $200. So you can finish $200 business with 2 cents. Similarly, devotees are so nice that if you give him anything, Krishna is also so nice that he will be pleased with anything offered. You offer little water, little flower, little, and devotees are still hunger. If you simply offer devotee little sweet words, he is very pleased. You see, that is the nature of devotee. Devotee does not want anything from you. He simply wants that you, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says, he has got a very nice song, that if you simply chant Hare Krishna, I become soul to you. Nityananda Prabhu also said like that. So, to please the devotee is very nice. Therefore, our process is to take shelter of a devotee. Directly, we don't approach Krishna. Gopi bhattu padakamalu dasa dasanudasa. Therefore, in Vrindavan, you see everyone is praising Radharani. Because if Radharani is very quickly pleased, and as soon as Radharani is pleased, Krishna is automatically pleased. This is the process. So Prahlad Maharaj, although he is such a great devotee, he says that King tostum arhati sami harirugrajati. Oh, I am born of a father demon. So, naturally, everyone presents himself in relationship with father. If your father is American, then you say, I am American. If my father is Indian, I say, I am Indian. Similarly, he is born of a demon father, so he is presenting himself that I am a demon. I am born of a demon father, Ugrajate. Ugrajate means, Ugra means violent. Demons are always violent. So I am born of a violent father. How can I please the Lord? The Brahma, Lord Shiva, and so many other demigods, they have failed to please, to pacify the Lord in his angry mood. And I am born a demon, or born of a demon father, so my position is so lower. King tostum marhati, how can I please the Lord? Ugrajate, Brahma Suragana, where demigods like Brahma, Munayo, great sages, and Siddha, they are the particular citizen of Siddhalok. They are called Siddhas. There is a planet which is called Siddhalok. There is description in the Srimad Bhagavatam of the Siddhalok in the second canto. Siddhalok is a planet where the inhabitants can fly in the air without any machine, without any aeroplane. Just like bird can fly in the air without any machine, so the denizens of Siddhalok, they can also fly in the air without any machine, without any aeroplane, and they can go from one planet to another. They are called Siddhas. Siddha means they have got 8 kinds of perfection. The yoga system, those who are practicing yoga, their ultimate goal is to achieve 8 kinds of perfection. Not that simply exercising, finish. Actual yoga system means to attain 8 kinds of perfection. What is that 8 kinds of perfection? He can become the smaller than the smallest. As several times explained, a perfect yogi, if you put him in lock-up, he'll come out. He'll become the smaller than the smallest and come out from the lock-up. I have seen it. So, he can become greater than the greatest, smaller than the smallest, greater than this. Anima, laghima, prapti. He can get anything, whatever he likes, immediate. Prapti, siddhi, prakamma, ishita, mushita. So there are so many kinds of yogic perfection. So these siddhas, they can travel from one place to another. Even ordinary yogis, those are perfected. They take bath in the morning in 4 different pilgrimages in India. And that means thousands of miles away, and they finish it within 1 hour. They go and take bath, they can come back. So these are yogic perfection. They are called siddhas. So all the denizens of that particular planet, they are siddhas. Siddhas means they have got all this perfection of yoga practice. So they are also present, offering prayers. Brahma was present, Lord Shiva was present, and great sages were present. All of them tried to pacify. And how they wanted to pacify? Sattvaikatanayo, vasasang prabhai. They are very great learned men. Immediately they began to compose in Sanskrit verses so many nice prayers. And they are all full of goodness, modes of goodness. Sattvaikatana vasasa prabhai. Prabhai means they prayed in such a fluent way, just like the river flows down without any check. That is the learned man. Just like a learned man will speak fluently for hours together. Similarly, they are so learned scholars that they composed prayers in Sanskrit so nicely and began to speak just like flow of water. So he says, Sattvaikatanagatayo vasasang naradhitam. Still they could not pacify the Lord. Naradhitam. Puruganai radhunapi pipru. Still the Lord is not pacified. Still, kintos tu marahati. Then what can I do? Where there is a English word where angels fell, the fools rushing. So I am so lower. I am born of an atheistic father, demon. How can I please the Lord? So this is the position. So now how he will please the Lord, we shall discuss in the next meeting. Thank you. So any question?
Again, Srila Hare Krishna, I couldn't understand.
Oh, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has composed a song that he is going all around the city begging alms. So he says that I don't want anything from you. Simply you chant Hare Krishna, and that will be sufficient. So we can do also following the footprints of Chaitanya, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Nityananda Prabhu, हमारे किनिया लह गौरंगेर नाम रे. Nityananda Prabhu also said like that you simply purchase me by chanting Hare Krishna. This is the price, that's all.
To mention this is an affirmation of the fact that a yogi has gone beyond material limitations. That's what the yogi is striving to do. He's trying to go beyond the material nature. And when one is left, why the cat tries to behave like a sheep who thinks it's funny? Why if the human beings try to be something other than?
No, the yoga practice is like that. It is very good. That why we should bother ourselves with such things. That is the opinion of the devotees. The devotee, they do not want any such miracles to perform or to make some jugglery to the people. They are satisfied with the service of the Lord. So that is the position of the devotee. But generally, the yogis, they want such things. There are many instances of great yogis in the Srimad Bhagavatam, just like Durvasa Muni. He wanted to show his power to Ambarish Maharaj. That's a very nice story. I shall narrate next meeting. So yogi, everyone, yoga practice is therefore, it is a more or less material achievement. Because when they are powerful to show some miracles and people become captivated, so he is performing such miracles in Benares, in India. There was a yogi, his business was anyone who will go there, he immediately produced 2 or 4 rasagollas, an offering. And many hundreds and thousands of educated men became his disciples simply for the matter of rasagolla, which is only 4 annas worth. So people want to see this jugglery. And those who want following some material achievements, they want to show, actually, it is a fact. Suppose if I could manufacture rasagolla by some mantra, Hare Krishna mantra, thousands of people will come immediately. You see. People want to see, and those persons who want to have a cheap following, they want to show such jugglery. But a devotee is not of that mentality. They simply are humble servants. They are satisfied by serving the Lord. That is devotee's position. So your statement that why one should bother with these things, that's a very nice proposal. Why? There is no necessity. Suppose if I can manufacture some rasagolla, what is the worth of this rasagolla? We can, if we spend 10 cents, or we can make it. So why shall I waste my energy for manufacturing rasagolla in the yoga system? Actually, therefore Krishna says that the perfection of real perfection of yoga, the first class yogi is he who is always thinking of Krishna. That is first class. He is recommends. Yoginam api sarvesam madgata antanatmana sadhyavana bhajati jumang samijuktatam mata. The first class yogi is he who is always thinking. He never says the first class yogi is he who can show these juggleries. No, that is not recommended. Actually, and yoga practice begins samadhi. Real yoga practice, after controlling the senses, the next stage is samadhi. Concentrate the mind, focus the mind on Vishnu. Always and thinking of Vishnu, always seeing Vishnu within himself. That is yoga practice. But by such practice, automatically one gains such powerful things. And when one gains such powerful power, they want to exhibit, to get following for material achievements. But that is not the purpose of yoga. Yoga means to realize the Supreme Personality of Godhead and ultimately reach in His kingdom. That is the real purpose of yoga. Yes.
When the yogis say
why do we say that Jesus Christ performed so many miracles when he changed some loaves of bread and some fishes into many And we never say that Krishna performed any miracles. When Krishna lifted up Govardhan Hill, nobody said that was a miracle. But when Jesus Christ made so much food, they say it's a miracle. Why is that?
The difference is that in Vrindavan, they are pure devotees. Say, they knew that this is not a miracle for Krishna. Krishna can do anything and everything. So they are not surprised. If I lift one mountain, you will be surprised. Because you know that Swamiji is man, how is lifting? But they know that Krishna is all powerful. So there was no surprise. It is just like natural work. They were so much affectionate to Krishna that he was not only lifting every day, and he was doing so much great performances, and his boyfriend, they will come home and they will narrate the story to their mothers. Oh, mother, today Krishna performed like this. There was a great demon and he killed him immediately. And the mother will say, oh, Krishna is, yes, he is very nice boss. That's all. Because they are so affectionate to Krishna, they always think everything is possible for Krishna. Krishna is so nice, Krishna is so great. That is their idea. So that is not miracle. That is the ordinary thing. What? Just like Jasoda, the Krishna's friends complained. Mother Jasoda, Krishna has eaten earth. You gave him sweet meat, but he was not eating sweet meat. The boys, they complained each other. And again make friends. So Jasoda was saying, Krishna, I gave you sweet meat, you were eating earth. No, mother, I'm not eating. They are telling false. And they are still, yes, we have seen, mother, he has eaten. Then mother asked him, show your face, open your mouth, I want to see. She opened his mouth and he saw all the universe within his mouth. Not only earth, the whole planets, sun and moon and everything within his mouth. Then she thought, oh, what I have seen. All right, don't do it. That's all. She is not at all surprised. She saw that I saw something. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, don't do it. That's all. So they are so much affectionate to Krishna that Krishna's this jugglery could not enchant them. You see? And therefore Krishna said to the gopis that your love is so pure that it is not possible for me to repay. Krishna is declaring insolvency to pay their debts. You be satisfied with your love only. I cannot repay. That is the position of Krishna. Krishna and the residents of Vrindavan so affectionately connected that there is no such conception that Krishna is God, Krishna can play such a wonderful thing. They simply love Krishna. And out of love they forget everything. All right, that's all. That's all. So that ecstasy of love is only possible in Vrindavan.
Service between a person who would just accept outright Krishna service.
One who loves Krishna without inquiry, that is nice position. To inquire about Krishna is knowledge. And pure devotion is transcendental to knowledge. Love does not depend on the greatness. If a boy loves a girl or the girl loves a boy, even in this material field, it does not depend on the greatness of the boy. Of course, here everything is on material consideration, but actual love is without any consideration what he is or what she is. That is real love. That is the perfectional stage of love. Without inquiring how great he is or what he is. But for the neophytes, it is necessary to know about Krishna because we have no love. So if we understand that Krishna is so great, then gradually we can love him. Our position is different because when the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that Siddhanta Bulya Chitte Nakaro Alas. Try to understand about Krishna. Just like Krishna is explaining in Bhagavad Gita that I am these among the trees, I am these, I am the planets among these, I am this, I am this. So, just to impress upon the neophyte devotee about the greatness. And those who are advanced devotee, they do not want to see whether Krishna is great or small. They simply love, that's all. That is pure love. In Vrindavan, at least these gopis, they never saw Krishna's any jugglery or any greatness, but they still love. Pure love. Pure love means annavilasita sunnam jnana karma dhanabhritam anukullina krishnanu silanam bhakti uttama. Without any cultivation of knowledge, without any activities of fruitive action, without any desire, simply to love Krishna in order to please him, that is the highest perfection and stage of devotion. There is no consideration whether Krishna is God or not, whether you are getting benefit or not. Simply we love Krishna. That is the perfection stage. This is the highest stage. The stage of the gopis or the cowherd boy playing with Krishna, they are kitapunna punya. They many lives they have undergone many types of sacrifices, austerity, penances, and then they have come to that stage. That stage is not ordinary stage. And Srimad Bhagavatam, and Sukadeva Goswami says, Ittang satang brahma sukhanubhutya dasyangatanang paradaivatena maya sitanang naradarukena sadhang dijarahu kritapunna punya. He is describing when Krishna was playing with his cowherd's boy. So he is describing that these cowherd's boy, who are they? They are living entities who have amassed volumes of pious activities. Kritapunna punya. After many lives, just like bank balance increases, similarly one who has increased the balance of pious activities for many thousands of lives, such persons are now playing with Krishna. They have taken the body of this cowherd's boy, transcendental spiritual body, and thus they are playing with Krishna. And who is Krishna? Ittang satang brahmanutya. The great saints and sages who are trying to understand the Supreme Brahma, here is Krishna. That Supreme Brahma is here playing. Ittang satang brahma sukhanubhutya dasangatanang pardaivatena. The impersonalist Brahma is, because Krishna's effulgence is impersonal Brahma. So here he is. And dasangatanang, those who are devotees, those who have accepted Krishna as the master, for them here is Krishna. And maya siddhanang narudarakena. And those who are materialistic, they simply think Krishna as ordinary boy or man, he is also there. But who are these boys? They are playing with the same person, who is Brahma, who is Bhagavan, or who is ordinary man according to different calculation. But these boys who are playing with him, they have accumulated many, many lives, heaps of pious activities. They are not ordinary men. So all these gopis are the cowboys in Vrindavan, they are not ordinary living entities. They have approached that stage after many, many pious activities. Jisavantagatam papam. After Brahma Bhuta Prasanna Atmana Sochutina Kankruti, their position is different. Therefore, they have reached that unalloyed stage without any consideration, simply loving Krishna. That stage they have passed already. There is no such consideration. Pure love, that is pure. Pure love means annavilasita sannam jnana karmad anapritam. There is no question of knowledge. What these gopis, they were damsels, cowherds, girls. They had no study of Vedanta or anything, knowledge. Simply ordinary village girls. How they attain such love for Krishna? That is not ordinary thing. So it is not a thing that one should attain the transcendental loving platform of Krishna by studying. I know. Vina mahatpada rajovisekam. It can be achieved by the grace of Krishna or by the grace of Krishna's devotees. It is not that because one is very learned, he will become Krishna conscious, or because one is rich, therefore he will become Krishna conscious, or because one is great mystic, therefore he will know. That will come. Bina mahatpada rajo visekam. It cannot be achieved without touching the dust of lotus feet of a great devotee. That is the asset. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has recommended sadhu sanga, sarvashastre koi, lavamatra sadhu sange, sarvasiddhi. So this association is required. If you can make your Krishna consciousness society perfectly Krishna conscious, wherever you will go, they will become Krishna conscious. Simply by your presence. So you have to become perfectly Krishna conscious. There should be no adulteration. That adulteration means that knowledge and fruitive activities and material desires. If Krishna consciousness is free from these three kinds of contamination, then that is pure.